Okay, hi guys. We're back again to talk about the news that we've chosen to relate to our SDGs that we've chosen, which is SDG 12 and also 13. So I'd like to actually get your opinions about which type of news that we should cover for it.
So firstly, for SDG 12, I think we should cover about food waste because food waste is still a massive issue on today's current issue because even though millions of tons of edible food are wasted annually, while people are literally facing food shortages. For the government and businessmen, they are trying to introduce new tech and policies to reduce all of this waste, but we still have a long way to go. So that's all for me about news about SDG 12. So Amir?
Wow, this ties perfectly into my research, Clement. I have been looking at the business side of things, and more companies are finally adopting circular economy practices. Instead of the old buy and throw away, they are designing product to be reused, regained, and refurbished. So, how about you?
I think it is better for European Union to introduce really strict new packaging waste regulation to force company to reuse the packaging and increase recycling rate. So how about you, Amy?
I think for SDG 12, we can choose global plastic trendy negotiations because countries are negotiating legally blinding global treaty to end the plastic pollution. But the treaty aims to reduce the plastic waste throughout its entire life cycle from production to disposal. I think we can. This is a great SDG to choose. What do you guys think?
Actually, from my point of view, when we talk about reducing waste and production and whatever SDG 12 is about, all we might think about is usually like plastic bottles, food. But have you ever thought about daily items such as clothes? So, in my opinion, I feel like we should cover the news about how fast fashion um, relates to this SDG. Fast fashion is known as when someone wears an item like for just a few pictures and after that they just decide to throw it away by the roadside or by anywhere else and um they don't find a way to actually discard that item properly. That is what we call fast fashion. So actually that impacts the environment a lot. So why do I say so? Is because I've went through one news recently, and it was about how um, the environmental costs of fast fashion that it includes a lot of things such as textile waste, water pollution, excessive consumption also. So that also um, impacts the environment in a way. And I also read about how there are a lot of fashion brands right now. They're actually investing in recycling and also much more sustainable materials. And when I talk about fast fashion, about the textile wastage, I've also remembered about this issue where someone decided to make bricks out of the textile that they don't use anymore. So I feel like that's one of the way to help with this SDG. And maybe now that we've covered for SDG 12, is there anything else that you guys might like to add on? Maybe like just one more point?
Uh, yeah, I would like to add the electronic waste or e-waste reach a record level, global e-waste generation to continue to increase as consumer replace electronic device more frequently. Only a fraction of e-waste is properly recycled.
Actually,
That's
I second with what you said because as you see right now, I feel like most of us, even though we're just students, every few years we might change our handphones, right?
Yeah.
For example, even for Apple users, like after every new launch, we might decide, oh hey, I've got money, so maybe I want to like change my phone. So yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, actually. And I think Karin's points is very interesting and it's very new also. And
So have we concluded about the SDG 12?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think the government should make event or campaign about daily recycle waste to yeah, yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, then maybe we should move on to the other SDG that we've chosen,
yeah,
which is
okay.
SDG 13.
13. Yeah.
So anyone wants to start first?
So for SDG 13, I've read about this disaster news where a disaster news world leader are under huge pressure, and I look up to the recent COP climate summit, and countries are pushing hard for stronger carbon emissions cut and better climate financing for developing countries. So we talk about stronger carbon emission cut, where they strongly regulate, especially vehicles like cars, to be much more greener than as the year passing by. So I think that's about it for SDG 12 in my perspective. SDG 12, 13 in my perspective. So how about you, Nabil?
I think to hit those emission target, a lot of country are rapidly rap, sorry. Ame, can you continue for me?
Okay, I will continue about your point. Okay, there's a lot of countries are rapidly expanding their renewable energy projects, heavily investing in solar, wind, and hydro power to finally stop relying so much on fossil fuels. So, Ami, what is your point?
Oh. For me, for SCC 13, I think record global heat temperature continue to rise, which is nowadays, as you can see, Malaysia or other countries, we are having a heat wave, which is too much of sun around here.
Yeah, dog. So
Yeah, so hot. So, yeah, because the recent global climate data, it shows that Earth continue to experience record breaking temperatures, which is very hot every. So, that's why with the heat waves becoming more frequent and more intense. So, because of that, we have a lot of health issues. Having a drought.
some sickness,
Yes.
like Nabil's currently coughing right now.
Yeah, he's having fever some more. Yeah, this all the side effect of the global. I mean, heat wave.
Actually, when you talk about heat waves, yeah, I agree with what you said because like from my side, the news that I'm about to talk to is about like how NASA actually reported that they actually can see how hotter and drier conditions increases the frequency and severity of wildfires. So if you guys remembered, these few years, the the weather is actually kind of like hot. So when that happens, wildfires happen, just like the one that in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. That actually killed a lot of people, a lot of living things. So that's about climate action. So what about you guys? Any points?
Anything you want to add?
I think I think the the world should increase for flooding event in Asia and Europe. About climate change is increasing extreme rainfall, leading to severe flooding in multiple regions, damaging infrastructure and displacing community.
Yeah,
Uh,
when we say it's getting hot, but in some places it's raining a lot too.
Yeah.
And when that happens, yeah, it actually washes away people's houses and belongings.
Mm. Yeah.
About SDG 13, what I want to talk more about, and I think the most effective uh, solution is probably about renewable energy investment. So the more we use about the more we be less dependent on fossil fuel, the more I think we could tackle or even prevent these climate actions.
talk, talking about rising temperature, let's see about rising sea level. Do you guys realize that the ice keep melting, which causing sea level to rise rapidly, directly threatening coastal cities and small island nation like Singapore?
Is Singapore smaller than Malaysia? Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get your
Singapore is
point.
island.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's yeah.
Malaysia.
Um, I need to think. But actually, your points are actually really interesting, and I get to see different perspectives from everyone. But we'll have to decide on which news we'll have to like, cover for our news breaking video. So maybe we should take um for SDG 12, maybe we should take on electronic waste. And maybe for SDG 13, we can talk about climate related disasters and how
Um,
the how everyone globally is trying
Okay.
to
reduce the emission.
yeah like reduce emissions. So do you guys think that's cool? You think that's okay?
I think it's perfectly suitable, and it's it's like I said before, it's a chain reaction. So there will be a lot of chain reaction that are happening when we put it together all by themselves. So I think that's a good idea.
I think that is good
um
idea too.
I mean, do you think it's a good idea, Tree?
There's a lot of explanation about SDG 13. So
Okay.
there are too many ideas that I've heard and I don't know what to decide. So
He's speechless.
uh,
The comment.
how about you, me? I want you
Uh,
to decide it.
I think what Karen says is perfectly okay. I'm agree with that.
then okay, I think that finalizes it. So, um, later maybe Nabil can help make the scripts for our news report, and maybe we can
Yeah, sure.
yeah, we can just settle it there, and I think we're done for this session. You guys think so
Right.
too?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Thank you,
Okay
everyone.
then. Okay. Thank you,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Right.